Hey, you've probably already realized that goal setting isn't enough. If you're trying to change a behavior, start a new habit, or give up an old one, and you're 2-3 weeks into it, you've probably already been hit with the loss of the honeymoon period and the lack of motivation, the urges to do the old thing and what's comfortable, the discomfort of this change. So what I want to give you today are 3 strategies that will absolutely help improve your chances for success. The first is to tie your goals into your identity. Vegans don't struggle to eat meat. It's just something that they don't do. CrossFitters don't struggle to stick to an exercise program because if you're a CrossFitter, you do CrossFit. And similarly, healthy people, if you view yourself at an identity level as healthy or an exerciser, well, then we eat healthy and we exercise because that's just what we do. So it's really important to have a clear idea about your identity and let your identity influence your actions and then let your actions reinforce your identity. If you're somebody who identifies as somebody who's trying to quit smoking, for example, you're actually identifying as somebody who's still a smoker and stuck in the behavior of trying to quit. So be careful about how you identify yourself, get that positive identity, and match up those actions. Don't rely on willpower. It simply is not going to work. If you find yourself just going to try harder or you're saying, I'm just going to do it this time, you're fooling yourself. You're ignoring the reasons why you failed so many times before and why you are where you are right now. Be courageous and look at the thoughts, the feelings, and the urges that got you here. And finally, be sure that your plan addresses the barriers specifically, because a lot of times we just try to distract ourselves. The basketball player who's anxious about taking the shot and missing it and who passes the ball too frequently might have a plan to think, okay, I'm just going to take the shot anyway. But that's actually ignoring the very emotions that he's battling. Okay, well, I'm going to focus on how much the team needs me, which actually increases the anxiety of not wanting to miss the shot and disappointing the teammates. Or maybe just in an effort to feel better, say, okay, well, I'm going to think that I know that I can. I've done it many times before. I can do it again. And that battle of the positive thinking versus the negative thinking and trying to find confidence when you're feeling scared, all of that emotional battle is not allowing you to participate and be engaged with basketball. So all these distractions, while they're intended to help, they don't really address the problem specifically. If you don't get into why you're afraid, and you don't find a meaningful way to change or interact differently with the reasons that you feel like you have to protect yourself, well, then these distractions and these quick fixes just won't work. So I encourage you to actually use all 3 of these strategies and watch how they empower you to make changes and make even greater progress. And if you'd like more support, consider Success Stories membership. We open the doors again in February, and I'd love to see you on the inside.